Jamal El-Shayal joins us live from the city of Konya at the final campaign rally. So I take it it's a very good atmosphere there, Jamal, seeing as they're filled with the Prime Minister's supporters, and he must be the front runner for the presidency.
Indeed, Stephen. I mean, the people here were ecstatic when the Prime Minister touched down and came on stage here, singing his name, chanting his name. The thousands gathered behind. There's been a constant flow of people who've fainted, most likely because of the heat, but also because of the ecstasy and the atmosphere around. The people here believe that essentially this election is a done deal. However, it hasn't been an easy ride, and it won't definitely end as an easy ride for the Prime Minister, because he's not without his critics, and those critics have also been turning up in their rallies for the other two candidates, that is Ekmeleddin Ihsanoglu and the Kurdish candidate Salahuddin Demirtas. Erdogan here addressing his crowd has been having a strong focus on the international policies that his government has been pursuing in the over a decade that he's been at the realm of this government. He's spoken about Gaza, there's Palestinian flags behind. He's spoken about Syria, even Somalia, talking about how Turkey has a responsibility to the international community in helping the oppressed and helping the less fortunate, something that has gone down very well with the crowd behind me.
And I mentioned in my first question about the Prime Minister being a favourite for the presidency, but is he? Describe the opposition and who's competing against him.
Well, essentially the main contender is a man known as Ekmeleddin Ihsanoglu. He was an international diplomat. He headed the OIC, which is essentially the Union of Islamic Countries, almost like the African Union or the EU, but a lot more toothless than those organizations. He actually grew up in Egypt and only migrated to Turkey at the age of 26, so he doesn't have the same popular support base that Erdogan has. However, he does have over a dozen political parties that have garnered support around him. However, these parties are historically divided amongst themselves. They often bicker, and actually in reference to that, Erdogan essentially challenged his opponent, saying that if you want to challenge me for real, then you have to change yourselves, adapt to the new reality of a modern Turkey, as he put it, or else you will remain as an opposition. And that's where many people view that whilst Erdogan has had his faults, the fact that there was no ability for a credible opposition to be mounted, in the sense that a charismatic leader with as much popular grassroots support amongst all classes of Turkish society, unless someone like that emerges, then the AK Party and Erdogan and his allies will continue to be at the forefront of Turkish politics for years to come.
Jamal El-Shayal reporting from Konya. Thanks, Jamal.